Here is Brandon Moore to give his speech entitled, "The Original Toastmaster."
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. This third and final version of the original Toastmaster has been edited by Tim Linger, evaluated by Sean Tucker and Stephen Joseph. It is also inspired by the great Ralph Smedley, and of course, all of you here at the Winter Park Toastmasters. Thank you. The year was 1903, and a new dawn was shining down on our great nation. And in that light, grand ideas were emerging. Our great president at the time, Teddy Roosevelt, was inspired to create the national park system while hiking the Yosemite with his friend John Muir. Orville and his brother Wilbur were taking flight over Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, in their first glided, controlled flying machine. And in a sleepy town of Bloomington, Illinois, an ordinary man named Ralph Smedley had an idea for a speaking club. A speaking club? Can we really compare a speaking club to creating the national park system? To the first flying machine? I don't know, Toastmasters. Look around you. I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Isn't that right? Smedley created this space 120 years ago. This space we all practice in. I guess you never know the way ideas might ripple through time. And now this first club, it might have been as crude a bunch as Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders. I don't know. They probably had some colorful characters. Maybe even someone as Rudy Tooty and fresh and fruity as Roy Shearer. I don't know. Perhaps they had a tie stickler, like Carmelo Bilardo III. Or maybe someone like Ty Patton could also be a great inspirational speaker. We're not sure, but they had meetings not unlike this one. Did they have dingers and timers and tabulators? A sergeant of arms like Morris? I don't know. Did they have a president that could change forms like Bonnie Patterson right after sending out entertaining emails that she sends? Probably not. But they had a club, and it was on its way to something, just like the Wright brothers' crude flying contraptions. But Smedley's idea did not take off at that time. It was still on the runway in Bloomington, Illinois. It had some work to do. He kept going. He had to move to Freeport, where he tried to inspire young business people to take the stage, to practice their public speaking, to work on their communication skills, but it failed. And in his absence, his fledgling club in Bloomington, Illinois crashed and burned. But Smedley did not give up. Perhaps he was inspired by Teddy Roosevelt's speeches at the time. Roosevelt was known for saying, "The person who succeeds is not the one who holds back, fearing failure, nor the one who never fails, but rather the one who moves on in spite of failure." In spite of his failure, he did move on. Life took him again to Santa Ana, California, where he finally found his launching pad and kept working on this brainchild that was to be called Toastmasters. And finally, 21 years later, on October 22nd, 1924, when coincidentally, the Wright brothers' crude flying contraption was now being manned by the U.S. Air Force and flying around the world, Smedley's club was also taking off. And it was flying from town to town, state to state, and eventually country to country. Shortly thereafter, Smedley's club was coined Toastmasters International. And Smedley created numerous publications. The Art of Criticism. And what is probably most known for, the Great Peacemaker. Smedley continued organizing clubs and eventually was named president. And in the 40s, Smedley began working for Toastmasters full-time. This club has inspired people around the world. It's inspired me. It's helped me develop myself. It gives us an opportunity to take the stage and practice flying. So now I ask you again, Toastmasters, can we really compare this club to the first national park system? To the first flying machines? I think we can. I think we're experiencing it right now. Smedley once said, "We learn best in moments of enjoyment." So I hope you all have enjoyed this presentation today as much as I've enjoyed learning from you. Thank you.